In the serenity of the Himalayan mountains, in the tranquil Dharamshala, the abode of His Holiness Dalai Lama, there was nothing peaceful about India's performance today. Boom! Welcome to Two Halves, Two Innings Cricket. This episode is sponsored by Snaptech. So, Rohit, I think the Indian boys have been listening to our podcast either from our criticism or the fact that I said they're going to be Indian Punjabi timing, they're going to be a bit late and they'll be ready for cooking gas in Dharamshala because, boy oh boy, did they mean business again today.
Yeah, I think it was all firepower. Yeah, I think they were up for it tonight. And then I was thinking Dharamshala's cold made South Africa getting cold. It was brilliant bowling performance to stop them for 117. It was amazing performance.
Yeah. And also the wickets were evenly spread out as well, weren't they? Yeah. So Kuldeep, Harshit, although he's expensive, Hardik, and obviously Arshdeep. You know, he had a little bit of stick last game in our last podcast, but he was back to his brilliant best, I'd say, and deserved got the man of the match, I think.
Yes, Arshdeep was brilliant today. He started everything. I watched the first over and he was superb. Maybe again we were talking about maybe Jew helped him, maybe the conditions helped him, but you have to use the conditions. You need to be skillful to use those conditions, and he perfectly nailed it first over. It was brilliant, and giving only 13 runs in 4 overs. Same with the Varun Chakravarti, only 11 runs. I mean, amazing. Unfortunately, Bumrah couldn't play tonight. He must be thinking, why the hell I got sick? You know.
Is that what it was? Because he said personal reasons was the...
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm not sure. Might be something. Yeah. But they say he wasn't well or maybe personal reasons. I don't know. I didn't watch that, the toss, so I didn't know. But if we go back to the bowling, opening bowling, the first 4 overs was tremendous. Brilliant.
Yeah, go on. I was going to say, what did Arshdeep do today differently compared to the last game?
I think he just focused on his line and length. He didn't try to do too many things tonight. He just focused on where to put the ball and let the ball do the talking. Not him do the talking, not him try to do the talking. He just let the ball do the talking. He knew the conditions were favoring him and he used it to perfection tonight. Yeah. Amazing bowling. I could see like they couldn't even play him. And obviously Harshit, that shows Harshit, you know, this is why I'm not even confident with Harshit, because even on these bowling conditions, he gave away 34 runs. So this is why I always say, you know, Harshit, he still need to learn a lot, but he's not that future as of now, what we can see. I'm not happy.
Who would you pick instead?
I would have picked someone else. Could have just added another batter. Looking at how we, you know, if we needed, and if they had scored 140, 160, could have been a difficult game in the second innings. Because if you see our second innings, apart from Abhishek, our batting was average. If it wasn't Abhishek who was scoring at nearly 200 strike rate, we were scoring at nearly 100.
Well, exactly.
Gill was 100, 28 or 128.
The only one who was more than 100, but then again, he was, you know, silly shot him did.
Very silly shot. He gave his wicket away. He should have ended that.
He just got a goal,
yeah, but Tilak scored in 76 strike rate. But he was just thinking like, okay, we won the game now. I just need to steer it towards that. But this is what I mean. If it wasn't for Abhishek, it would have been really difficult at the start. He got the ball rolling. He said, okay, I'm not going to put more pressure on myself and for the team. He scored first ball 6. That's what he does. He's very fearless. He just went ahead with his game. This is where, you know, when someone is clear with their game, this is what happens. I think this is why Shubman and Sky are still trying to come back to form. And it happens with every batter. It happens with every player. Sometimes you go through the phases where you don't know your game. You need to go back to basics and try to do the basics. This is why I was furious when Sky played this shot. He can play that shot when he's fully into his game, when he's in form. Yeah. He said he's in form. He's hitting the balls in the net properly. It's just that he's not in form of playing good shots. But then again, he needs to come back. Forget the nets. Nets, you can play amazingly in nets. What matters is when you go on the pitch. Yes. Yeah. So he needs to go back to basics, score some runs, and then once he scored 3-4 times, and then he can play his shots.
In terms of India's batting work, so I mean, you mentioned about how Arshdeep kind of set the tone for the bowling attack. Similarly, I suppose so did Abhishek
Abhishek did
set
exactly.
the tone for the
Yeah.
the batting
Yeah.
attack and the run chase in
Yeah.
essence. And
Yeah.
when he does what he did, i.e. he scored 34, I think, off 17
18.
balls or
Yeah.
whatever it was.
Yeah.
Right there. So that just like the likes of Sehwag, etc., and Rohit, in the various formats, it takes the pressure off, doesn't it? So then I suppose there was no need for the other batsmen after him to kind of go at silly
Exactly.
strike rate. So is this sensible cricket? There's two ways to look at it. Were they just being, was it sensible cricket, or was it cricketers playing who are out of form just playing defensively? How do you look at it?
Yeah, I think it's a latter. I think because they were trying to select Shubman played 28 balls for his 28, and he was so lucky. He could have got out for 0 if it wasn't for that small nick he got. The umpire gave him out, but he went for the DRS review, and there was this tiny nick on his bat. He got so lucky. So that's why I think he thought, okay, probably is my day. I wanna come back into form. But his feet weren't moving properly. The way he got out as well, that showed he's not in form. His feet were stuck on the crease, and then he just tried to play a shot without moving his feet, and then he got out, he bowled. So I think that this is why it was both. But again, if it wasn't for Abhishek's innings, we could have gone, because we won in 16th over. It wasn't like we won in like 12th or 10th over. And then, I think if you take it into the sense, maybe all the players wanted to come back to form, spend some time on the crease. Maybe that's why they just say, okay, we are ahead of the run rate. That's what matters. We now need to play sensibly, not give away cheap wickets, and let's play it easy and then win the game.
I mean, I think Shubman is an amazing player, but do you think he's a T20 player though?
Yeah, if you see his record, he scored a century in 350s. So jury is still out for him to be a T20 player. He can be a T20 player, to be honest. But
do you think the BCCI are trying to create another Virat in terms of
that's what
a linchpin number 3, 4 batsman who's playing across all formats? He's young, very well spoken, very good looking as well. So he's got that kind of marketing appeal as well as his skills as well. On the cricket field as well. So do you think they're maybe pushing him into the T20 arena? Because I think that's probably for me personally, I'll say that's probably his weakest format of the game. I mean, you may disagree.
Yeah, I think, he can play T20 as well. He showed in IPL, and he showed at international level.
No, he's good. I said that's I said I think that's his weakest. I think of the three.
Weakest, probably weakest you can say, because in Test and one day you can build an inning. Here you don't get a chance to build an inning. You have to score fast. If you see, he obviously after Surya, I don't think he will be the captain after the T20 World Cup. So who is in line? If BCCI wants one person to be the all format captain, obviously that's Shubman, because they already made him a one-day international captain. So so that was naturally for him to come in. I think this is why they're giving him chances in T20 internationals to say, okay, come in, cement your place, learn a bit more with Team India on T20 internationals, and take the captainship after the World Cup. This is why they're playing him at the top. But I have a reservation on. I always say, I feel for Sanju. If it was me who played so well as opener, and then I'm not even in the team after winning the Asia Cup as well, playing crucial innings in the final, because if you remember, we were 30 for 3 or something, and him and Tilak actually steered that innings after that. And then I'm out of the team. I mean, it does not make sense to me.
So that comes to my next point. Are the BCCI and the coaching management team, are they shoehorning Shubman to the detriment of Team India?
No, I don't think, because, if you see, I'm sure team management are taking what will give us a win. Who can win us the games? They probably totally believe it that this team can win. I don't think they will sabotage any personal gains for that, in favor of sabotage the team win in favor of any individual win. So obviously they see a future. They are not looking at today, they're looking at next 2-3 years. This is why they're building up. Sorry?
How old is Sanju Samson?
Sanju, I don't know, let me check. 31.
Okay, so he's still, and T24 years. Surya Kumar Yadav is a lot older. Surya Kumar
Yeah,
is what? Or
exactly.
size 34,
Or
35?
34, 35. Yeah, I think this is why I'm thinking maybe they're looking at. But then again, so if you even if you see the strategy for the T20 World Cup, we need to have players have some time spent on the pitch, on the crease. So we need Sanju to play some games before the World Cup. We can't let him come into the World Cup without even having any games for Team India. Even if that strategy to have a backup, he needs to play some games.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing for me is, as you alluded to, is about Harshit Rana, that he can't be the natural replacement for Jasprit if he's injured.
I can't see it.
Surely we must have a better. I mean, I don't mean to be disrespectful to him, because I'm sure
No,
he's
he's
a
still
very
young. He's still
talented
young.
young
He can
man.
learn. Yeah,
He's still finding his feet, but
yeah.
this isn't. We're so close to the World Cup now. We shouldn't really be kind of experimenting too much, I'd say. So surely there's a better bowler.
Yeah, but I'm thinking that this will be the team. This is how Team India, the selection committee have basically came up with. That's our team, and they won't change it now. I think this will be a team, and hopefully when we play the T20 against New Zealand, that will be the proper team. We can see who will be selected in that series. We think that'll be 99% certain they will play in the T20 World Cup, because you want to play the team.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. We've got the IPL auction soon. It'd be interesting to see who, if anyone, buys Harshit Rana.
I think he's still with the KKR, isn't he?
Oh, is he staying there?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but we will see what happens with IPL. It's always difficult to say who will go, who will come in. But I think it's interesting take too. So even if you say Team India, I think team which played in Asia Cup, I still think that's the best team.
That was without Gilder.
No, it was with Gill. The T20, the Asia Cup, yes. Asia Cup, yeah. Asia Cup. And with Sanju as a keeper. And because Ashita didn't play, because it was more spinning wickets. So it was Akshar, and then Pandya and Bumrah started the bowling. And then Dubey could bowl it a bit here and there. And Rinku in there. So this is why I'm thinking, because all the pitches are going to be same in February here in India, I think that will be the team. I think the core is still the same. If you say Bumrah, Arshdeep, Abhishek, Gill, Surya, Tilak, and those are the core anyway. And Varun, Varun Dubey. Yeah.
He's kind of one of the first names on the team sheet, I'd say.
Varun. My other friend said Varun is the Bumrah of spin. Yeah, he's so clever. He's so good. Yeah.
Good stuff. So where's the next game? I forgot now. Can you remember?
Lucknow. Next game is Lucknow on 17, and looks like it might be a spinning wicket as well. Again, the cold. I don't know why the T20 they're playing up north, because it's all cold at that moment. All the one day international they played in better conditions, if I should say, in the south at the moment. Yeah, maybe it's T20 only. That's why. Yeah,
but maybe it's a good experience of different conditions within the Indian continent, isn't it?
Yeah.
Again, I can't remember. I keep forgetting to look up where India are going to be playing. I know they're playing the first game, Ahmedabad, and then obviously they're playing Pakistan in Colombo. I can't remember the other games are. So Colombo, what's the pitch going to be like in Colombo?
I think it'd be spinning wicket anyway. Yeah, I think it'll be a spinning wicket. I don't see any fast wickets in Asian some conditions. Yeah, it would be a tough game again, because they come into form. They won the two series so far. So it's going to be tough. T20 World Cup is, T20 game is always tough. You never know who can win on the day. So it's exciting. Good
stuff. Well then, Rohit, thank you for squeezing me in and having a chat about Team India's performance. It was a great performance. And just how we like it. So the same again, please, boys. That ruthlessness is what we want to see, especially if we want to defend our crown in a few months' time. Well, then please do like, subscribe, and leave a comment. We always look forward to engaging with you. And until the next time, look after yourselves. Jai Hind.